You're a billionaire. Now what? Become like Bill Pulte and start giving it away every day. Become like Mark Cuban and fight Big Pharma to bring affordable medicine to the masses. Become like super successful VCs and founders like Ryan Cohen or Larry Chang and create customer experience hyper-focused companies that support the employees properly. Buy up land and create wildlife and nature preserves. Fund education because more and more states seem to be defunding it. There's lots to do and I already know what needs to be done should I ever find myself in the position of having unfathomable money. I would very quickly not be a billionaire, I guess. I'm going to invest a shitload of money into worker-owned industries. Essentially start companies where the workers own the means of production. A portion of company profits would go back into paying down the startup costs for the companies that would get reinvested into further worker-owned industries. Just a bunch of non-capital focused things. Renewable energy. Housing. Sustainable permaculture farming. 1. Tithe. 2. Pay off any debt. 3. Put 90 of the remaining in trust. 4. Set up to partner with an effective supportive housing development group. I'd work to permanently house women and children that are homeless or facing housing insecurity. 5. Children's hospitals. 6. Wildlife and environmental conservation projects. 7. Solar and green tech projects. 8. Work as a doctor and keep publishing my research. That's what I do for the most part. Cool, I buy a house. And weed out the bad friends by seeing who tries to use me for money. Put most into savings and just live off the interest. Definitely quit my job, I've been wanting to recently. More guitars, could always use those. Cats. Cats are nice. I mean I live with one, but she's my brother's. Help out my parents, get them a nice retirement home and maybe a holiday home in the Alps. They like skiing. I will set up a secret company made up of secret teams to troll all the others in power legally. It would toe the line between legal and illegal, but nothing that can get back to me. Like sending someone in power an envelope full of red glitter. 1 troll a day per powerful person. There would be a troll titles. Troll associate. Troll. Senior troll. Staff troll. Principal troll. VP of troll. Director of troll. First thing I would do is buy all the Lego I have ever wanted along with a large house to put it all in. I would also buy myself a car. Second thing I would do is dedicate at least $500 million to researching 3D printed clone organs for organ transplants that don't require immunosuppressants. Third thing I would do is try to find a girlfriend, I guess. Gonna buy a shitload of land and set up a fund to protect this land and the forests on it for hundreds of years after I'm dead. I'll build a home on it, but that's about it. After that I'll basically live the same life I live today, I just won't go to work anymore. Oh, and I'd probably pay Todd Howard to give me an early copy of Starfield. And do what Dolly does. Give it away on the sly. Goodness doesn't need a thank you. It's just doing what's right, so when you lay your head down on your pillow at night, your pockets may be lighter, but your heart is a little bit fuller. Figure out how much I need to build a nice house in the forest with a huge library, and then how much I would need to live comfortably for the rest of my life and donate the rest. Then I'd go off the grid and just chill and read books. I guess it's time to invade a country to bring in the wig factory business to a new boom and make them make me a new Toyota Corolla. None of that new shit, I want a vintage one from the 1998s. I probably should also take my meds, build houses, rent half out for dirt cheap and sell the other half at 1950s rates. Use whatever money that makes to build more houses. Basically do what I can to crash the housing market because holy shit has it got out of control. I want to create a new country that specializes in being the ultimate healthcare hub that could serve the highest quality medicine at lowest cost per patient for the entire world. $1 billion isn't even close to enough. Now I bank enough to get me through retirement and give the rest of it away, because the only way to become a billionaire is through extreme and systematic exploitation of others, and I don't need to be hoarding wealth. Start with a wealth management firm. We're going to invest so that we can make that billionaire status maintainable. Then we are going to go down a list of people and organizations. Edit maybe by a few politicians. After I figure out how much money I need to live in comfort for the rest of my life, I'm setting up scholarships, buying a news outlet and just paying a bunch of artists to do whatever they want. Find the best, most impactful charities and donate half of my money to them. Live extremely comfortable with the rest, making sure my stepson is also gonna be doing well but not too spoiled. I've lots that I would do. I would set up lots of cat and dog rescue places throughout the USA. I would also set up adult homes, living care home for adults with autism throughout the USA. I guess I make 20 babies, then start nonprofits and motivational speaking on why I'm more successful than you and what you can do to get to my level, to stroke my ego and brag humbly. Help more homeless people than I do already. Buy a house, a new TV and maybe a Traxxas XRT. Then set up a foundation to help homeless people more directly than I could ever do. I'd pick a city that no one would go near, like Detroit, or at least what people think Detroit is like, and then try to turn it into some big famous city without displacing anyone. I'd sponsor movies. I would focus on Indiana Jones style movies and history series like Hornblower, Master, and Commander, Rome, etc., but with a special focus on historical realism. Building my forest commune. Self-sustaining, self-powered agriculture, living with nature. Forget humanity, I'm becoming the lady speaker of the Titania of the Summer Court. Help people that deserve it, help myself, clean up oceans and garbage, save enough to live off. Probably donate some to a reputable disease fund for scientific research. 1. Invest. Don't let that money sit around doing nothing. 2. Pay off all existing debts. 3. Start a nonprofit charity. 4. Buy a house. 5. Dinner time. Quit my job. Buy 21 cuckoos and make myself recession-proof. Make sure my family never wants for anything ever again. And probs get really into MMA. Maybe I can finally fucking relax and not feel like I'm balancing on a knife's edge and live and enjoy life for once before doing my best to help others. Donate essentially all of it. I don't want to become the thing I despise. I'll keep enough not to be stressed out about life and get rid of the rest. House. With a private airstrip. I fly my own aircraft. Pay off all my friends' loans. Nicer car, I guess? Get all my friends' houses. Charity. Will build enough houses to inflate supply and bring down prices. And use any tools I can legally to not sell them to investors or foreign entities. Set aside enough to live off for the rest of my life and some for fun spending. Then with the rest just try to make other people's lives better. Apply for investment-based citizenships. Leave a trail of input through 5-7 countries. Disappear and avoid all human contact if possible. Figure out your very complex banking situation. You need a lot of banks, and a lot of time to manage your accounts. No fun, lots of worry. I bitch slap Elon Musk and make a hostile takeover of Twitter and completely undo what he did since he arrived. Oh, and I buy a baseball team. Wait for Redditors to complain about me needing to pay my fair share, while I sip on a few mimosas and start throwing hundreds at strippers. I would honestly just sit on my couch for a few days and not do shit. Wouldn't change anything yet. Just a nice good veg out quiet period. Continue to work at the legal aid clinic and use the funds to help relocate abuse survivors and continue to fight for housing justice. Pay for as many people's debts as possible. Set up some sort of foundation to push for accessible healthcare and education for all. Use most of the money to do as much systemic good as I possibly can. Nobody should be a billionaire, they shouldn't exist. Now what? Well, I'll drink a cup of coffee and have some chips with it and think, what can I do with $1 billion? Donate everything, minus enough for me to buy some tools to help. Incentivize the other billionaires to do the same. I will buy Reddit, fire everyone, rename it to something like comma and then just shitpost until everyone likes me. I move away from this godforsaken continent and go somewhere into the depths of a country nobody has ever heard of. Take a deep breath and realize the relief of knowing I can take care of my family and aging parents no problem. Hey mom, the house is paid off. Quit your job. Then proceed to make my 70s truck into a real fire breather. Write up a will, hire a family office, do everything I can to avoid taxes and pass my wealth down generations. Immediately reverse your billionaire status by putting millions to good use. Needs that kind of money. Buy a house with a bunch of land, buy 2 nice cars, and donate 100 million. Then chill with the rest of it. Start establishing businesses and business opportunities that empower communities and foster progress. Don't give away my PIN number, which is the same number as the cost of a cheese pizza and a large soda. Buy an island, invite other billionaires and girls to it. Get murdered while in protective custody. Give a lot to the poor. No way in hell do I need that much money. Oh, and guitars. Lots of guitars. Every day becomes Pranksgiving. The humorless and uptight people of the world will fear my name. Give it all away apart from a modest sum for me and my family to have a good standard of living. Payback time. I help everyone that ever helped me become better in my dismal life. Stage my own death so no friends or family I don't want to know can hit me up for dollar. Give most of it away to a worthy cause. Live a life of leisure and then die. Woman shrugging. Hungry children? I don't think so. Sick and homeless vets? Not on my watch. Community of houses for my whole family and jet and pilot for travel anytime. Time to save the world. End starvation and reverse global warming with money. Build an army and conquer Rhode Island. And just keep going state by state. The dollar has tanked so hard that it's the equivalent of $110.51 in 2023. Yacht, mansions, penthouses, cars, and donate to charity, then fuck off. Gotta set up my family office and get to work. Grow that $1 billion into more. Donate the vast majority of it to stop climate change. Take notes, Bezos. Well, it's late, I'm going to bed. Money won't change my love for sleep. I started podcasts saying that I am the best, and talk shit about women. Buy some politicians and pass universal government-funded healthcare. Lobby the government to actually make good decisions. Chaotic good. Not going to see anything 3.8 kilometers under the ocean, that's for sure. Turn off the alarm clock. Going back to sleep, no need to work. Finish my current stage of education, and then take a big nap. Give it back to the people who earned it by actually working. I'd purchase Bentleys for all the homeless people in my city. Buy attic. Never leave attic. Quality hookers once a week. I'm cutting off a man's head and sewing it to a dog's body. Aggressive politics to combat the Republican clown fiesta. Everyone on Reddit who upvotes me would be a millionaire. I buy X Twitter and I make it like it was before Elon. New moon with face. Keep $10 mil for myself, and donate the rest to charity. Make my money make me more money. I like alliteration. Nothing. I'd still be just as miserable as I am now,